Good job, Tom. One more time. Fresh Convo, episode 5. Very special guest going on. You know what I'm saying? Definitely that. We got Toy Marie to the right.
What up, though?
You know what I'm saying? We have Brandon. My bad. Culture Currency. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Definitely owner, man. That's the hottest clothing line in Detroit right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
Shit's so fresh.
We're going to talk about that.
Oh, man. Diddy of the city, Jay Scabero. You know what I'm saying? Scabero for Billy. I know. That boy stay so he's out of it, man. He's just out of space with it. He everywhere. You know, business minded. You know, giving me a lot of game. Oh man, what's your name, baby girl?
K Reese.
K Reese. That's a beautiful
K.
name.
Reese
Thank
in
your
the
mama for that
building.
name. Most definitely.
And she's beautiful.
Yeah, thank your mama for that name. Boss said.
What up,
Doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? She has some things on sale too for you, you know, business minded. So we're gonna get straight on into it. First of all, like, how was y'all week? You know, let's speak some positivity out there first. How was everybody's week? How was your week, my buddy? It was good. What you do? I know you made some millions, man.
Clothes, man. Ordered some coats. Got a few things lined up. Put a fast show together. We got a lot of stuff coming up. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, definitely. I want to get on there and get my model on one time. You know where that go.
We definitely need you to walk down the walkway.
Oh, I definitely will, man. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? Cabero, what's going on? How was your week?
Man, it was infinite. You know, every day is a process, but you know, it's a learning process. I definitely came across some new opportunities. Definitely discussed some things with B. And then we just now coming across K, and we did some things in the summer and just chopped it up about some different opportunities. But she reached out and just said, hey, let's put some things together. So
that's what's up.
She's an artist and doing her thing. And I told her, like, hey, let's start working. We got some resources going on. And let's just start putting some more things together. So
That's what's
Man,
up.
ain't nothing. That's why I call him the Diddy of the city, man. This guy right here. It ain't just because of Scorpio, but good Lord, this man got something going
my
on,
birthday
man.
tomorrow.
Definitely that, man.
I ain't
turn
doing
up.
Papa Bottom, you had a birthday too.
Yeah, November 1st.
Oh man, the
Yeah.
Scorpios, they getting it in.
man.
Okay, good job. How about you, young lady?
What you got going on?
My birthday?
Nah, what you got
Nah,
going
you
on?
right.
So wait, I mean, we can talk about horoscopes, but
She doing
that'll be on the
that.
next podcast. We gonna talk about this business now. The beauty of
It's-
business.
It's been busy, real busy. Just trying to get better and just do everything that I gotta do to get my life back together.
Okay.
Right
then.
now.
Well, they did your hair real good. Well,
Yeah,
they
no,
must, you know what I'm
she
saying? Yeah, you didn't do that
Yes,
bad. You
Evolve
still
Beauty.
looking good. Good job. All right, now. Boss said, what's going on? What's going on for the week? What you do?
Tomorrow I'm performing at Club NEP. I'm excited to get back out here doing comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And just brought out some face masks, Zodiac face masks and keychains. I just started. And face mask holders. You know, y'all ain't never heard that, right?
No face mask. Hold
Okay.
on.
No, that's
You
new
know,
shit.
'cause I was tired of
Turn
leaving
up.
my mask, you know what I'm saying? So I came up with a way to, you know, clip on your mask on you at all times. So,
Right.
and I'm only charging $7 for them, so hit me
That's
up.
what's up.
Boss said 124 on Instagram, and Erica Boss said on Facebook.
All right, that's what's up. Tell Marie what you do for the week.
You know, I stay on my grind shit. Been making my products. Got my product line, Beard is Life. My beard products and pomades for your beard, your hair. It's about to get cold outside. Your skin about to be dry. So I can fix that. My growth serum that will grow your edges back and have your hair down your back like mine. And then I've been working on my nonprofit, Loopy Fly Inc., which I'm trying to raise funds and clothing so I can go ahead and drop that off to the homeless that are downtown across the street from the Spirit of Detroit. So I've just been doing that. And like my products, you know, they've been selling and going up, www.chopgoddess.com.
All right, now, as far as the culture currency, that's the hottest thing out right now in the city. I mean, it's so fresh. You know, I'm a fashion motherfucker myself, but I'm like, damn, I met you at the Sting one time.
Yeah.
You was fresh as a motherfucker. I said, God damn, he was serious too. Like, this nigga look like a fashionable killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. I fuck with this nigga. Hey, that's what's up. And then we did the turnarounds thing. You know, remember that? We did that, yeah. And I'm like, okay, yeah, most definitely. So, as far as like the business, how it feels is like with ownership, you know, and owning your things and dealing with a jealousy, and then, you know, moving through that.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It's a good and bad thing, though. You know, like they say, some things like gifts and curse. You know, it's a good thing. Like all the support we get from everybody and everybody that come through. You know, mess with us, shop with us, the different people we meet, like yourself and Jay, and different people like that, and different opportunities that we can help people with, and even ones take on ourselves. That, you know, like that, hey, that's gonna come with anything. It's if you're not doing something right, it ain't saying nothing, you know.
Exactly.
So,
Your fans be your motivators.
You could be a radio DJ too, and you got that deep ass voice. You know what I'm saying? You can for sure get your keep sweat on. And then you fuck around at midnight at 3:00, get your girl together with this smooth shit. Good job.
Like that's how you speak.
Well, the vocal tone is like, yeah,
you never know.
Spread the cream cheese on your bagel. That's how you talking.
Good job, though, man. It's all good. So what's going on with this fashion show, man? You got going on?
February 14th on Valentine's Day. We're gonna be at the Tangerine Hookah Bar. We're gonna turn it out, man. Have it looking real nice, and
that's what's up.
do a real nice fashion show for the people, man. It's like a couple type thing. So whoever want to do something with anybody, ain't gotta be an insignificant other, but come on now, have a good time. Vendors, whoever, vendors, models, brands, anybody want to be a part of it. You know, tap in. We on Instagram at Culture Currency. Tap in with us,
man. I'm telling you, I better tap in right now. Not to cut you off, but it's so much flavor going on, man. I seen T.I. wife shopping with y'all.
I saw that. Yeah.
Comic J Will, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's really taking over the city. I met you through Bad Girl Summer, whatever. But at the same time, like, damn, I'm a bright color wearing motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh shit, somebody finally got the drip that I can understand with the skinny jeans, and it means something. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't. I shop, you know what I'm saying? I'm shop with you for sure, man.
For sure. When you created your stuff, like what brought the vision about? Like, did you just like you started with T-shirts, or you started like how did you start?
Yes, me and my brother started. We started with T-shirts and like shorts at first, like T-shirts, shorts since like last summer and stuff. And then after that, we did like jogging outfits and like started, like varsity Letterman coats.
Yeah.
And then we got to just move with different things, jeans and all that.
So I know that shit had to be hard, like, you know, when you first started. So somebody coming new into the game that wants to get into that entrepreneur, that what's something you would give them or tell them or advice that you had to overcome a hurdle that you're helping them out with?
Man, don't stop. That's the only thing. You're going to go through everything.
Right.
The people close to you going to turn on you.
Right.
Women going to get the tripping. Your man's going to get the folding on you and get the acting envious and stuff. You know, so many different things you're going to go through. You got to just keep going. Because that's the only way you're going to get to the top.
Exactly.
Definitely. After the top, it don't stop. You know what I'm saying? What's above the top?
Man, it isn't.
Because I think they see you when they look at you and they go to your stuff, they see that they always look at entrepreneurs and business owners like we got it and we got it together and we got like the cheese and like it's easy, and so it's not easy. It comes hard and you got to like make sacrifices. Is what people don't understand.
Big sacrifices that a lot of people like from the outside looking in. It could be somebody on the inside looking in. Really don't even understand because they don't see that real vision. They don't see the end game. They don't understand why you're doing the things
and the nights you ain't sleeping and all that go into play.
Oh yeah, restlessness, most definitely that.
I'm restless right now.
Good job, Scabero. What we got over here, man? Motu viget.
Is that the name? Motu viget.
Some like French shit. Turn
Motu
on up.
Viget. Let me turn the camera around. Motu.
Come on with it, VJ.
That's
talk your shit, Scabero. You try to pop the bottle and he's smooth. Puff Daddy, come on, man. Let's get it. Birthday boy.
Motu viget. We start your birthday up, down? Turn up, shot.
Birthday tomorrow, 11/14. It's crazy because I'm just now knowing that he is Scorpio. I'm like, damn, like my nigga. But see, what's been going on as far as like when it comes to what B got going on, dog, like,
all good. Diddy of the city. Pop the bottle.
What B got going on is something that hasn't been done ever in the city. You feel what I'm saying? Like when I first met him, it was at the juice bar. So, but the juice bar wasn't a juice bar.
Yeah, the original juice bar.
Yeah,
breakfast bar.
It was breakfast. The breakfast bar, whatever. So my thing was following up with him was more valuable than anything that I was doing within the hosting and promoting and everything, because I was trying to make sure that when it came to certain things that made us pop. So I'm gonna just say like when it come down to, like you say, fashion, women, bottles, whatever the case may be, all that coexists. So the reason why I do things the way I do things is because, and the reason why you say Diddy of the City is because the vision is more you know what I'm saying, broad to the
Right.
point where it's like it resonate with those people who have done it already, and then they've achieved something, and now they can pass it down. So it's like coming across culture currency was more of a lesson for me, because just from the way he approached everybody, just from the way it was just more of like, hey, what's going on? You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? This culture currency. Or
Right.
sometimes you ain't even got to say nothing. Somebody else is coming to tell you about it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, oh, dang, but he was out there himself. So that lets you know, like, I remember me working at McDonald's. The owner was in there flipping a burger. Well, really, in McDonald's, you don't flip burgers. You just press the button, and then they go down for 45 seconds, and then come back up, and then you put it in the tray, and then it
And so
cook
that
in a
lets
little slow cooker or
I
whatever.
want a burger.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my thing was, you seeing the owner in McDonald's, he plowing the snow, he trimming the bushes, he's in there shaking the fries, doing this thing, and then you got him doing the same thing as far as in a black-owned way, and then making sure that he's passing that down. So the structure that he has is the same structure that I have when it comes. So you already know we had conversations, and you done seen me have conversations with a lot of people, and it comes down to like, okay, you gotta. This is what it is. This is what it was. So now going into just like, oh, he went to school with my people. He know my people. Oh, yeah, he people. You feel what I'm saying? So we treated it like that going forward, and then making sure that we cross promote. So that was the main thing that we saw that was valuable between us. Like, we both work.
That's what set you aside.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? So if you doing those kind of things, and you're able to link up with those kind of people, what I always
Make
say
good
is,
business partners and partnerships.
yeah, networking.
Network like a motherfucker.
When you see Jay-Z and DJ Khaled sitting down, and then the caption to be Billy Talk.
Right.
That's, you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's the same way when it's like, it's the first thing when I come in the store, first thing when we on the phone, it's like, what's going on? What's the next thing? Right. And it's like, that's that push. And I think that right now we need that push. You feel what I'm saying? Going into having a lot of talent. Like, we got singers, we got dancers, you know what I'm saying? We got clothing lines, we got public figures, we got a lot of people that has this talent, but it's not organized to the point where we can actually direct it in the right way, to where, remember back then, the only reason why people was coming to Detroit was why?
For automotives.
That and what else?
Probably singer
Exactly.
becoming.
So you see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. Nobody is coming there to coming here to get signed anymore. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Nobody is coming here to come get the money because we're not using it properly.
Right.
Like, I forgot who said it. It was on an interview, and they was like, I hate when people be like, oh, it ain't no money out here.
Nah, I'm
And they be
moving back
like,
to Detroit for
no.
the money.
Matter of fact, it was my guy. It was an OG over there in Brightmont, right across from street from one of my platforms. And he was just like, man, it's just people ain't using it right. Y'all young dudes, y'all getting it, but it ain't.
And they blowing it.
Yeah.
They getting it and blowing it.
So we got to look at it as what's more valuable, going to go spend 20, 30,000 in somebody else's state and city,
Right.
or we sit up here and try to delegate with amongst us and say, okay, bet we got 20, 30,000 amongst us. How can we do this? What's the main thing that we can invest in to put things on a bigger platform for us? So I posted this morning, and it was basically a caption, just, you know, letting everybody know what we doing today. But it basically read, so, and I want us to break this down, so, because this is a perfect scenario
Talk. Yes, sir.
of the wealthy talk. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And we got to figure out what is wealth. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people put so many, time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, those. So when you seen, like, if you noticed how I promote and how I do my marketing, it's more of a message in every picture that I'm doing. You feel what I'm saying? And everything that I'm doing is more of a message. So I don't even have to put a caption, but we put captions so people can understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So break it down. The goal is $50K a year. Okay? 50K divided by 12 equals 4.1K, okay?
That's what
4.1K a month. So 4.1K divided by 30 is 138.
right.
$138.
Jeez.
138 a day. Now, and let's say we're shooting for 10 sales a day, okay? So we do that 138 divided by 10, that's $13.80, okay? What can we sell 10 times a day for $13.80?
Exactly. I usually use that method too, because I say if you make $300 a day, you at six figures. I try to always set my mark to never make below $300 a day, because you're at six figures. And I'm like, oh, well, my beard products are $10. If I sell this amount, all I gotta do is sell 30 of them, and I made my $300 on top of cutting hair or on top of doing marketing and branding for somebody. So $300, that's six figures. Make it every single day, and don't go below your mark.
Yeah,
and then flip this shit. Don't make your mark. Like when I say I'm broke, that means my shit is tied up. I set aside an amount that this is expendable cash,
Budgets.
and the rest of the money is going to be flipped and it gets sent off. So like if I pull up my website right now, if it said I made $15,000 in sales this month, that's not my money. I'm not about to spend that money.
Right.
That money's getting flipped and turned around.
Right.
As it should be.
That's the best part about it. So you take that, if that's not being passed, I don't care how much money a person has.
Right.
The information is more valuable.
Yeah.
You know why? Because guess what? If we would have had let's just say the tables was turned. So how we, Caucasian people, how they already into stocks and all that. Let's just say that was all us already.
And now that more black people are starting to get into it, now they fucking up the system. Shit is crashing. Cause I invested mad money into like stocks, and like turned around this next morning, it said something. I'm like, shit, I'm rich. And then they're like, you cannot cash out. I'm like, oh, too many black people caught on.
That stock market, a motherfucker.
So they done moved over to now people buying things like Bitcoins or NFTs, and they're going in that direction. Yeah. Bitcoins is actually a major thing that's going on right now. They have $1 trillion invested in it. I wouldn't say do nickel and dime. If you're going to invest in Bitcoins, you got to go with big dollars, like go in with hundreds at least $200-$300 invested into the Bitcoins, and you're going to see the return.
The buy one's down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another, if you do stocks, Trump stocks are actually about to hit. They're about to hit some numbers. Trump stocks is going down next week. So get into some Trump stocks. Yeah. Whatever he owns.
All that is once you gain all the methods and information on how to do all that stuff, you can be successful. So when you hear when you see them people just on Instagram, they be, hey, you can make this and look at this, and it'd be Forex or somebody like that, like trying to tell you how to do this and Bitcoin methods and all that. So it's like I want to say, like, you want to get your own experience in that. You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta get your feet wet so that you can learn. You learn better when you do.
Before you start doing that, you want to learn about credit. You want to learn about things.
Yes, a FICO.
You feel what I'm saying?
What's
all
a
that.
FICO?
Exactly. That's your credit plug over there, man. I see what you be doing on IG.
Oh yeah,
plug that credit thing in there too.
Like
good job, familiar.
This is no CPNs. This is no frauds. This is not putting this with that, and it ain't that. It's none of that. You feel what I'm saying? It's more of actually knowing what to do, having the software, having the letters to dispute your rights, because people don't know that you have rights to credit.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
I was telling somebody that yesterday.
If you got an address that you haven't stayed at, and within, let's just say 7 years, or it ain't even got to be 7 years, it could have been last year.
It's still on your credit.
It's on your credit. Hey, that's not even supposed to be on there because, for one, I don't even stay there no more. Right. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all have to update that. What they don't do is they don't update anything.
And if you try to buy property, they're going to pull that up and red flag it.
Yeah.
It's going to be on there. Not only that, but you have older accounts that's on like your credit reporting. So I tell people, like, if it's something like past 2 years, 2 or 3 years, you can usually dispute it anywhere. If the company went out of business, you can dispute that. It can get knocked off. If they did inquiries on your credit report, people don't realize they can go and they can get that knocked off. Like my brother was at like an 8-something. He was like, oh, I had all this stuff ran, and now my score went down. Nah, you can dispute all of that. It takes like 5 seconds to dispute. You can even call on the phone, the 3 different creditors, and you can have them dispute your stuff over the phone. Another thing I tell people if they want to build, so if you got below a 600 credit score, usually to buy a house you want a 620, unless it's an FHA loan, then you can get with a lower credit score. But there's something called a secure credit card that people don't know about. So say you ain't got credit or your shit is fucked up. You get a secure credit card for like $300, $500. You do not spend more than $10 of that $300 and $500. As soon as the bill comes out, you flip it around and you pay that $10. Then you go back and buy something for $10 and you don't touch it. It's not your money. Don't look at it like it's your money. This is your credit. You can literally go up by like 20 to 30 points within 2 months.
Yeah, you do that, and I'm gonna tell you this. See, that's the beauty of having a guy like me. I'm gonna just tell you.
Talk yourself. Talk your shit, Diddy of the city.
What we do is give the most valuable information as far as that right there. And what she's telling you is accurate. But what we also have to really realize, don't even do the card. Just go ahead and get a secure cash loan. You get a secure cash loan. Your APR, your rate on that will only be 0.2 something percent. You go ahead and get a card, it's 2.9 something percent or 2.29 something percent. So that's goes back into knowing how to make the money work for you. So when you learn those type of methods and those advantages on how to get that money to make it make sense, it's going to be beneficial. So not only just for you, it's going to be beneficial for others. So when they get around you and they just get to learning certain things around you, because we soak up so much stuff, but sometimes we miss messages. So if you're a person like me, you're gonna be honest and direct, and you're gonna show them. You feel what I'm saying? So when I do the business classes, I do so much is try to get us outside of the hype and get us into the information now.
Exactly.
So when you got like I said, once again, we got talent, we got everybody who know how to do everything, but like even get money. But how do you know how to work money?
Right.
You ever worked money?
Right.
Weren't you ever told money that you was my servant?
I gotta pause you on this one. You know what I'm saying now, real quick. Hold that thought. Now, in the business, you just said honest and directness, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that's like a gift and a curse? Because honest and directness can hurt feelings and gain feelings, right? So when you selling something, you be like, hey, man, I tell a nigga, hey, you ain't fresh. You know what I'm saying? You need to get some of this fly shit. I got something for sale. I've hurt your feelings, but I've gained your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So does honest and directness I
want to say it's beneficial.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna say it's a wrong and a right thing. I'm not gonna say that is that, because at the end of the day, dog, if you ever watched Diddy when in his younger days, when he was talking to them, you feel what I'm saying? Like
I'll tell you the facts.
I talk about like when this man blows up and he's telling people, and it's like, hey, this ain't this and this not that, like. I need y'all to really realize
I fuck with Diddy.
It's
he
more
gives a lot of advice.
Even on making the band, he was just like, he asked him, he said, how do I look in this? And it was a colorful looking thing. He knew he looked goofy in it, but they was like, oh, it look good, Mr. Combs. He was like,
no,
get the fuck out. Exactly. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I feel stupid in this. So it's like, my thing is, are you going to set yourself and everybody who you trying to teach and bring in, or who wants to come around from all kind of different ways, are you going to set the tone from when they walk in that door and say, hey, this is what it is? I don't care about none of the emotions. I care about the facts. And how we about to respect each other, and how y'all gonna respect me. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna water y'all just like y'all water me. So you only gonna get what you give.
Exactly.
That's my thing. So that goes into just saying, man, like, I've lost clientele. I've lost friendships. And it's like, man, I look at it like it's cool, because I know at the end of the day, they still the same ones liking my shit. They still the same ones like, hey, let's do something one day, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, bro, I haven't talked to you since last year. Right. And I know why I didn't talk to you since last year. You feel what I'm saying? And I made it a point to say that. So I say that to say is just, man, however, that's just me. However, you, and him, and anybody else in this room carry themselves and how they want to conduct business and relationships outside of business, that's up to y'all. But just my suggestion, and what I've learned, just not only from family, and the men in my family, and the women in my family, but also in business, if you not direct, a motherfucker will pull something out the air and use it against you.
Exactly. Over. That's fact.
And I'm talking about, that's the reason why I got contracts. I got a lawyer, an assistant. I got You feel what I got my structure. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I make my motherfucking mistakes because I'm still learning and I'm making sure
but those is lessons, though.
Exactly.
Those not mistakes.
But mistakes, lessons, losses, all of them play their part. I done had losses and lessons in one night. That one night when you had the host. I took that loss and I took that lesson because I had to make sure that y'all did what y'all did. Just like when it came to Jay Will performing at that one, you know what I'm saying? And I had to look like a fool, but I had to give more of me to y'all so y'all could really overstand, not understand, but overstand that I care about what the fuck y'all doing.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when I come with, hey, I manage you, or hey, what's up? You need some gang? Come kick it with me. Or hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. Let's do it. I'm doing that with you because I know at the end of the day, I had dudes bring me up and they sat down with me. I had people pull down on me and had that talk with me. You feel what I'm saying? Like with no problem. So if I'm getting so much of the solid shit and the directness, why can't I give it to people now? Because they sensitive.
Yeah.
When you dealing with a sensitive society and you dealing with so many people who don't know how to, well, they just doing this and it's like, no, call me or pull up. Let's talk. I need to see your. I need to see your face. You feel what I'm saying? Because we not about to do that, bro. Because if you do want to do that, all right, I get on my Dame Dash shit. I really fool on you. You feel me? I make you sound like a dummy, which you are. You feel what I'm saying? And everything like that. And it'll be, you don't want to do that. And I done been put in this situation where a guy tried to make it look like I finessed him and his partner. But I sat up there and said, oh, since his partner reached out to me months later about this little bit of cheese, okay, let's go, let's discuss it. Because that's what everybody been thinking, and that's how we think about each other, though, for real, dog. When a nigga doing so much good, bro, and it's real, when a nigga doing so much good, and you doing shit that ain't nobody else doing, a motherfucker gonna say that you ain't worth it. Like, this nigga shit is definitely what you gonna pay in the motherfucking store.
Exactly.
I done spent $300 with him already and plan on spending $3,000 with him.
not?
You feel what I'm saying?
Me too.
And building $3 million with him, $3 billion with him. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's a structure that he got that I don't know. Am I gonna say that he finessing us? No. Am I gonna say that his shit ain't worth it? No, because what he got is quality shit. What I got is quality shit. So when we present it to an average-minded motherfucker, they gonna look at it as, oh, nah, you know what I'm saying? But they gonna say, all right, I'll fuck with you.
But you know the key word is worth. Hold on. The key word is worth and presentation. Them two right there. You know what I'm saying? He knows his worth. You know your worth. You know your worth. Everybody know their worth.
Right.
How you present it.
Now that goes back to what I said.
You understand what I'm saying?
Your
I can know
worth.
my word, but I can present it in a fucked up way. I can present it as a passive aggressive or an aggressive, or I can just be a motherfucker and it's not likable.
Yeah.
But I got everything you want.
Right.
But it's like, damn, I can't even sell this shit because nobody like me. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, okay. But it's worth and presentation. I'm just gonna, chime in on that.
So when it come to that worth and presentation, I come with the contract.
Okay.
But what made me come with the contract was, like I said, what the situation was, dude hollering at me saying, hey, such and such, saying you didn't refund this, you didn't refund that. Oh, okay, I didn't. All right, well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm about to shoot you all the shit, the screenshots and everything, so you can see this shit. You feel what I'm saying? He hit me back again. He hit me back twice. Now I told him, now you being disrespectful.
Right.
Because what I did was I done gave you everything that was in my motherfucking my account. You feel what I'm saying? Showing you on what I refunded you. You feel what I'm saying? If this nigga telling you that I got him out of an extra X amount of dollars, I think you need to take up with him. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So, like I said, when you come and being direct, dog, and you really showing what your business is, don't take offense to when people say, oh, he's this or she's that, because at the end of the day, you about your shit. And if you ever talk to a millionaire or a billionaire right now, they gonna tell you.
But those things are like tests. You understand what I'm saying? Me coming from like a rapper or whatever the fuck type of shit, niggas test me all day long. You know what I'm saying? I serve all them niggas. But at the same time, it's like, damn, this is a test. So I can't say, oh, why you do this to me? Or why am I going through this? I'm like, man, I'm the motherfucking one.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get tested. You see what I'm saying? That you're the one. You're getting tested. He's the one.
Definitely.
He's getting tested. She's the one. She's the one. She's the one. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's the one in this congregation. Exactly. So we're gonna get tested. But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's about investments. And I only brought this. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna say this shit on broadcasted shit. I only made this podcast and everything because of you. You see what I'm saying? Everything that I did, I was moving. You was always so I'm like, yeah, let me. First person I'm gonna put on there is Familiano, Scabero, Diddy of the City. You know what's going on? For real. Because you've done a lot. You put her in fashion shows. You know what I'm saying? You got on my ass. You know what I mean about shit? That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
Know he do comedy.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. Jack of trades and everything. You know what I mean?
Everything.
Got me close to the one that right there. You know, and this how I know you're a genius. You know I do fashion, and you brought the fashionable guy here. And that coat is bright as a motherfucker, and I love it, nigga.
I told him. So look, I said, dog. He said, man, bring somebody who just like minded as you and everything. So I was like, all right, cool, I got you. I wasn't gonna reach out to B because B he got so much going on, and then he just got off a podcast, and I like to let shit simmer. You feel what I'm saying? Like I like to let shit simmer, and then let it. It's gonna hit, and then I'm gonna reach out to him, like, all right, look, now it's time. But I think that was that time. You feel me? So you had pushed me. Sometimes we don't really recognize those opportunities. You feel what I'm saying? Because we want to be compassionate about others, and that's how I am. You feel me? So when I do come aggressive, it's only because, or strong, it's only because of the fact that I can't let you do this no more. Like, I didn't let you stump me already. My nose bleeding already. Right. You feel me? Now when I get up, I don't want to hear shit. You feel me? So I feel like at the end of the day, that push that we are giving each other, and you setting this up is the best way for all of us to grow. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Yeah. And that's just, I want to give my rose to all y'all. And the only reason why, when y'all notice, if I ever send y'all a rose or whatever, and I put it on my caption, is that because that represents growth. You feel what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. But yeah,
definitely that.
And that's why Carrie's about to do her shit. I be on her.
Now speak on yourself, K. Let me just call you K.
Right,
Queen.
We don't know where to find you at.
Got your hair did all. Come on, you just can't sit and look pretty now. You with the Diddy of the City. Good job. Ain't talking that mic now. I know you pretty now, Alexa. Come on now. Let's talk. Motu viget.
I'm really just trying to do my music, get it out there and stuff, so I could move forward.
But what are you doing to get it out there?
Nothing right now, but
so that's another side of the
I have been in the studio.
Okay, then Diddy of the City, step on in, man. You know what I'm saying? Don King at there, you already know. Good job.
Rap, you sing, what you do?
Yeah, I sing and I rap and I write.
Okay, that's dope.
Okay, then.
People are definitely needing the city to do things like that.
Say it again.
You got any music out?
Well, I recorded multiple songs. I got like 100 songs now.
Okay.
But I recorded a few of them, like 10 of them in the studio.
That's what's up. Where can we find you? What's your platform? What's your handles?
Well, Instagram.
What's your name on Instagram?
It's elevating_fast__.
Definitely. We definitely need people like you, especially writers. A lot of people want to holler at writers, and especially like female rappers is taking over like in Detroit. Like it's so many ciphers with female rappers. The shit is so dope. So
I done seen some female rappers that I like.
Yeah.
You gotta speak for the women, speak for the ladies. That's why I kick back, pop me a bottle, like fuck it, y'all ladies get entwined. You know what I'm saying? We get to 22 minutes.
Yeah, I love it.
Shit.
I love, like I said, female rappers, female ciphers. Like I want to do more of those, get more footage of that, so we can highlight more of the females. Like a lot of dudes came out of Detroit like rapping, but ain't too many females besides Cash Dow then came out. And I done heard some hot shit. Yeah. Like I did freestyle, battles and recording some hot shit. We got some hot female rappers in the D, and they need to be recognized. They need to be known.
Yeah, that's. I think that's the reason why I do what I do. Like with me being able to coexist with women, because women get looked at in a certain way. Yeah. And I think that one of those ways is a beneficial way for all of us.
Yeah.
Women are this. Y'all are up here. Like, to be honest.
Pretty much.
Y'all are God. You know what I'm saying?
Wild on
We I mean, even though in the human form, sometimes y'all get on our nerves.
Oh man.
But at the end of the day,
Church.
y'all are that, and and that's the reason why y'all get on our nerves.
Because we're trying to push you to your greatness.
Sometimes that, and sometimes not. We gonna just keep it honest.
Keep that shit to
In
it.
this situation with
Negative,
these
if it's not
women,
pushing you to your greatness, then you cut that off at the neck.
yeah.
But-
In this
Right.
situation, this is beneficial because we got an artist, we got a comedian, and we have a public figure who's actually being a spokesperson for our young youth and Black women. And if we're able to push y'all, you feel what I'm saying, and to guide y'all into whatever it is that y'all need to do, you feel what I'm saying? That's the best way to do it. So being able to connect with Boss Set on the fashion show, and her just hit me up. You feel what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, fuck it, come on. And she done came down to the loft. Her and Tony done came down to the loft before, and we done all kicked it and just same thing, kicking the jewels and shit.
Dropping shit.
Yeah.
Right, we were just in the front room talking about this. Now we on a platform, a show. So this was
I think that's why I returned. I returned back to the D after being gone for 18 years because I saw the talent. I was like, I'm over here doing all this shit, helping all these people over here. Let me go back home. Let me go put people on that's at home that ain't being recognized. I want to get people recognized for their businesses, their entrepreneurship. I want to teach you, like she said, she don't do too many posting and things like that. I know all about Facebook algorithms and how to get monetized on Facebook and how to get your views up, how to get your followers up. So things like that. So this is a perfect example of what you said, because you want to keep on posting. The more you post, the higher your algorithm goes, and the higher you are seen. Because say if you have 100 people on your list, only 5 to 10 people even see your post if you're not posting every day. Then once you start posting more and more and commenting and responding to the commenters, guess what? You're at the top of the list. I'm at the top of everybody's list when I post something. I'm at the top. When you open your Facebook, I'm at the top. Everything I post is at the top.
Right.
See, I just didn't.
You get monetized off of it.
I just stopped because I've been doing music for a long time because people just started acting weird towards me. Like when I started doing music and shit, and they just telling me I gotta collab with them in order for them to help me. Then they'll mess my music up.
No, you go a different direction. You go a different direction. Like people in business minds and people that's willing to give you free game. It's like buses. The shit's gonna keep on coming around. You know what I'm saying? Like it's coming on time, like when it should be. Cut them off. Go a different route. But keep posting. Don't stop your own shit. You are the brand. You're your own brand. Create your own hashtag. Hashtag your shit. Have your shit taken over Google. Your shit should be all over Google. I type in your name, your shit should be popping up all over Google. You should be at the top of everybody's list. And that comes with, you got to dedicate yourself to that posting, even for a short time. Or if you get somebody else, dedicate yourself to that posting. And then your business page. Because if your business page, if you have a business page, you can connect that to Google. And that's also very searchable, Facebook business pages. And then you eventually get monetized. So they'll start sending you a check just for making a post. You can make a dumb post and they're going to send you a check.
I ain't gonna lie.
They're gonna send you a check.
That's
Get
real.
that game. Get that game right there.
Instagram sent me just a $30 check. Just
You
say, hey,
Why not? Good night, man. Hey,
go ahead
$30
and do your promo. Like, you
Good
feel me?
job.
Like, we see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep it up. And, But those things, like I say, before you get that check, man, just recognize your value. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Recognize what you're doing. Recognize how you moving it. And then at the same time, man, just recognize who coming around you to soak up that game, because a lot of people soak it up and then they'll water the shit down.
Yeah.
And then now, and that's what I'm saying, like, that shit go from FUBU. Remember when FUBU, and then when you seen it on the street, when Mammoth was open on Grand River and Greenfield, nigga, the shit turned into PB. Like, damn, like, nigga, it ain't FB no more. Y'all niggas that made a P on this shit.
Right.
And I feel like, man, that's...
Nigga was busting that shit. He was at the liquor store there. PB. Damn, two different brands.
I'm trying to tell you.
Tap in.
We, but man, so, but I just want to say this, that I started off doing music, and I still do music. You feel me? I just recorded with my cousin. She's a coalition DJ, Callie. You feel what I'm saying? Callie Crazy. Right. So y'all want to go add her? Go add us.
I did see it.
We but what we gotta do, man, and like I said, the industry. So I'm talking to all y'all, and it's just however y'all take it. And if y'all want to apply it, if I know y'all applied it, that mean y'all really working with me on it. So that mean we active in a whole different way. You feel what I'm saying? In a whole different light. So my thing is this: we got to start that industry. What I mean by is just knowing the business first, and then being able to work. You feel what I'm saying, with other people to bring them in. As far as like, if Toy wants to say, hey, you know what? I'll look for the talent. I'll be the talent manager.
Put me in.
You feel what I'm saying? We'll be the business manager. Me and you. So we'll be the business side. They'll be the talent side.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? If you notice why I said that, it's because it's a better look. You feel what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You got women who know what the fuck they doing, and they strong.
But women always know what they doing.
feel what
That's the
I'm
thing.
saying?
You know what I mean?
So that's why I take on businesses
you
and I
dig?
show them what to do and how to do it and how to get monetized and how to get the numbers up. Even, I'm a barber, so I cut too. I remember being on a post where somebody was asking for a barber. And there was about 200 comments. One of the barbers said he didn't even want to cut no more. He's like, oh, it's saturated. There's too many barbers here. I said, listen, I was the number 3 one listed out of everybody on that list. I said, you know why? Back then, I wasn't even as cold as I was right now. Like, I wasn't cold at all back then. I said, you know why I'm the number 3 one listed? Because I fucking brand myself like a motherfucker. I advertise my ass off in word of mouth.
Yes.
Everybody named Mama is tagging my shit to where I reach 11 million followers.
Yes.
So I'm like, keep posting. They might not like your shit at first. They might not see it. But keep posting that shit because they're watching.
Yes.
They're always watching.
Always
you ever
watching.
see your story where you had like 2 likes on like a post, and then you go
post.
to your story, you got 300 motherfucking like likes. Like I got fucking people with the blue checks on Instagram looking at my shit. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like it's advertising, branding yourself. Get yourself out there and get your name out there. Make sure your name is in everybody's mouth. When you meet somebody and you introduce yourself to everybody. Hi, my name is Shop God Marie. This is what I do. Da, 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 da. Have a great day. All right. Now I just made a connection.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now, B, is that how you did it?
I got out the trunk.
You was out the trunk?
I got out the trunk.
Okay.
That's
Now,
dope.
what's out the trunk to the stupid motherfuckers? What's
he was
out the
hovering
trunk?
through
Pull up the bag in the trunk, what you want, what you need, and then I was tired of running around and got a store.
That's what's
And
up.
I done
That's a
seen
fact.
that
And that's the way
everywhere.
that's a prime
And this my
example of
first
you
time
gotta
meeting you,
crawl
but I
before
done
you
seen
walk.
that tag everywhere.
That's a prime example of you gotta crawl before you walk, and sometimes you gotta humble
still in
yourself
the
and
trunk.
do what you gotta do.
I might get right back out there next week.
Yeah, and get your
Alright,
shit
man.
done.
And that's what I'm talking about. You feel what? You see
Do what
I'm
you gotta
saying?
do to get the shit done.
He was that goes. So that just say what I do. Back to the drawing board. You feel what I'm saying? You always revert back to something that was more effective before. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you got a platform that may not be more reachable. So what you do? Go out there and say,
Get
hey,
your name out, pass out your
You feel what I'm
cards,
saying?
like at every single event,
so
pass
it
that
makes
shit
sense.
out.
It makes sense to wear his clothing line.
Yeah.
It makes sense to
Yeah.
why he say culture currency. Like it makes sense
But-
to generational wealth. You feel what
But
I'm
you
saying?
see, Skipper, I never cut you off, but you see how we did. We went to Floods that day, nigga. I hopped out on motherfuckers with the flyers. Like, man, fuck social media. I'm gonna walk around downtown, pass them shit
Yeah,
out.
that's what I'm
pass
saying.
like
You know what I'm saying? They was looking at me like, you still
Place
passing
to
out
place to
flyers?
place.
Like, man, this to me and my nigga. Fuck y'all.
What
Now
flyer
come on,
was-
you know
what
what I'm
flyer
saying?
was that? Was
It
that
was
the
it was the fashion show. Yeah,
the
we
fashion
hopped
show.
out. They made us wait. I'm like, hey, I'll be back. Passing the bitches out. Nigga, this is where I come
products.
from. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I go shop to
I'm
shop.
not finna be sitting up here saying, yeah, social media. Fuck social media. I'm socially talking to you right now.
I'm socially talking to you.
Let's
right
do it.
now.
And I got it all the women. You see what I'm saying? And fuck them niggas. I wanted the women because they're gonna come bring them in. You feel what I'm saying, though? Because everyone was hanging with me. So that's why it is what it is.
Like
And I
Forty
hopped
said,
out.
like
Big
Forty
box.
said, if the bitches fuck with it, the niggas fuck with it.
Exactly.
The niggas fuck with it, the bitches fuck with it.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm
You
saying?
have to bring them in. You say, yeah, I got a party. Women in free. Men coming. Because they women in free. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you say niggas in free, he's like, all right, man, you going to get a shootout in that motherfucker. Because that nigga, somebody got the strap around this bitch, and it's some ops on that flow, and it's going to go up. So I'm just serious, though. I'm just saying. Like, other than that, shit, whatever. But, it's a wonderful segment. I don't even want to stop this shit. Can we get a sermon from you, Pastor? Come on now, Pastor Gold Chain. Can we get right? You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. I got you. Hold on.
First,
is
I
it this
bring
way? Am I looking
greetings.
at myself? or
Turn
you?
over.
First, I bring greetings from the pastor,
Greetings.
Okay.
and I'm asking everybody that love God, keep pushing yourself, because without God, you can't do none of this.
Most definitely.
He wake you up every morning to keep your journey going. But first you got to say, God, I thank you for giving me the opportunity in my mind to create what I'm going through. Because without him, you can't do nothing. I used to ask myself, Nell used to tell me, come get with me. I was getting so much money then, I ain't want it. But now I'm older. I don't want to live young no more, because if I live young, I'm going to be caught up.
Exactly.
The Bible says, so if the man think, so is he. And that's my
Preached
blessing
that
for
earlier,
today.
church. Thank you. I just preached that earlier, and that's my sermon for the day, and that's everybody's sermon, because everybody thought they was the shit, and now they are the shit. You know what I'm saying? You, everybody in this motherfucker. I know I'm the shit, goddamn. So you know what I'm saying? You know what the fuck going on. I'm sitting next to bosses. I mean, believe that, B. You really, you inspire me, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I met you one time, and like I'm like, nah. I said, look, fuck the rap shit for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I got to show the fly shit.
For sure.
So what you're wearing right now, is that?
Yeah, everything.
Is that part of your gear?
Exactly.
Here, stretch it out so we can see it.
You get the plug on. I'm gonna shut up.
Stand up, let me
Here's your
check
camera right
out.
here.
You need to get some fat
This
stuff.
This one's your camera. You hear me? This one's your camera.
And that says generational wealth, too.
Okay, so you stand there. I like it.
Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Get that guy right there. Yeah, and them jeans, cultural currency, too. Believe it. And that hat, Scabero, come on now, nigga. You know what's going on. Yeah, you get your ass up, too, nigga. Yeah, cultural currency. You get us. I can talk to niggas like that, because, you know what I'm saying? We go back. You don't stop. But it's all generational wealth, definitely that, believe it.
Generational wealth is the absolute must. And another thing that we even talked about is like getting your kids some bonds, give them some stocks, some bonds, putting them on some boards. Like all my kids gonna be board members on my nonprofits. They're gonna start their own nonprofits. Like learn about that, learn about the nonprofits, learn about bonds. I collect even. Somebody gave me free game at the bank. Actually, it was a black lady. She was whispering. She was like, you know what? She's like, this dollar, I'm about to give you this $100 bill. I'm like, I needed a bunch of $100 bills. She gave me this one. I'm like, did you play me? Is this a fake $100 bill? She's like, no. Listen, collect these. The ones that say the reserve or the Federal Reserve, not the big face. I ain't bring my purse in to pull it out.
Reserve down there.
So but you have two. You got the big face that say Federal Reserve, and then you have the older, smaller faces that say Federal Reserve. That shit is worth more than $100.
Hello.
So if you can meet a bank teller that you cool with, and you start collecting that shit, whisper to them.
You.
As like I got one. Every time they come in,
He said he giving out too many.
You give You give game.
I'm
but
giving
it's
game.
How you give it?
Oh, okay. You collect that shit.
don't
I'm
wanna
telling
tell
all
them
my
losing
people,
their
my
job.
black people, collect that shit. I collect $2 bills. I put all that shit in a vault. I don't touch none of that. None of them $100 bills is Federal Reserve notes. Like I said, it's the small face that say Federal Reserve is worth something.
Yeah, definitely.
You do
So,
that.
like I said, bonds. The bonds grow. So, like, I started giving my kids, say for Christmas and their birthdays, like always. I always do a $100 bond for each and everything. So they cash that shit out when they get older. You know, you gotta set up bonds. It's so simple. You go in there and get a bond, and you know different things like that. Set up accounts for them. Set up business. Show them business. Actually, I switched my daughter to a different school, and I was so excited when I found out she was in the finance class, because for so long, I'm like, financial literacy. I'm teaching financial literacy. Nobody's teaching these people financial literacy, how to purchase a house. What happens if you go into foreclosure? Hey, did you know you had a way out? You got a way out of your foreclosure, but you didn't know that. So you got foreclosed on and got kicked out. You could have made money off of it, and you could have kept your house. And so her finance class, she's like, I know all this stuff. Oh, they talking about taxes. They talking about 501c3. I done told them about all of that. Teach your kids. And if you don't have the ability to teach your children, find somebody that does. There's programs all around that you can get them plugged in with. If I can't teach them some shit, and my son wants to be an engineer or build a fucking house, I'm gonna hook him up and set up a meeting. We're gonna sit at a table like this. I'm gonna have him talk to my son, and he's gonna learn the game. Plug your kids like you plug them celebrities.
Big business, big business. Scabero, you got something going on Tuesdays at 90s, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them, you know.
We got the so this is gonna cost, and this is where B comes in.
Let's get to it.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm really not even worried about, man, who not gonna come.
Right.
Because what I notice is that value is value. feelings is feelings. So we got the advanced business class. It's $25.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing it at 90s on Tuesdays, but me and B discussing on how we're gonna do the other business class to where he's actually showing you how to make your own logo. He's sitting you down at the computer.
That's dope.
He's giving you his resources.
That's dope.
Like, this is, like I say, what we got, man. You can't put it in your pocket, man.
Dope.
You can't count.
That's dope.
You can't count this. You feel what I'm saying? Because like y'all say, this goes back to the kids. You feel what I'm saying? I don't have kids, but I got nieces. You feel what I'm saying?
I got 5.
So think about what he thinking about every day. Yeah.
Like I say, I teach them everything, like down to cutting. I teach my kids how to even cut hair. I'm like, look, you ain't never got to work for nobody. My kids ain't never got to punch a clock. I ain't punched a clock in 5 years. I'm like, I'm gonna teach you how to get money. I'm gonna teach you how to save money. I'm gonna teach you how to flip money.
Yeah, that's the most important thing, man. Thinking about how you can, and teaching them how to make sure they can maintain and manage it. Like
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm not letting my son or my daughter leave the crib until they know how to manage.
I just posted that the other day.
And finances
I
and
posted
everything
that
because
yesterday.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't care. You can be with me when you're 30.
I posted that yesterday.
But guess what? I know your progress. You feel what I'm saying? Because it takes time for your mind to develop out of a comfortability of, you know what I'm saying? These kids growing up in this nowadays.
Yeah.
We grew up outside, so that's the reason why we got in so many fights.
Right.
Yeah.
Niggas getting in fights on here.
No,
You feel
real
me?
talk.
Cyberbullying out
What you say?
So our kids is
Call
going
me a
through.
op.
Our kids is going through a mental depression. They going through that, and I ain't gonna lie, man. That's kind of more fucked up than the physical. You feel what I'm saying? Because now they coming to tell you like, hey,
Unless they become developers.
yeah, developers and all that. So that's the reason why I tell people, look, I got the credit repair software, I give it to you. You feel what I'm saying? Water me and I'll water you. You feel what I'm saying? It's not so much as a finesse. It's not so much as, oh man, I'm gonna find this out myself so I can be the first one to, like, okay, well go ahead.
Right.
But knowing what I know, just like knowing what y'all know, y'all research a certain way. Yep. You come across your craft a certain way. You produce a certain way. So a person will have to actually be up under you every day to figure out how this motherfucker do this and how to, you feel what I'm saying? I seen a quote that say, I don't care if a person copy me. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
sure
you can't make a move until I make one.
I see no competition.
You feel what I'm saying?
Let me stop you on that. Let me stop y'all on that. 'Cause we got 3 minutes and everybody got something to represent in here. You know what I'm saying? So whoever want to speak first, what do y'all have to produce? Productivity. Produce and you know what I'm saying? Just get out there to the to the people. What are y'all selling? What do y'all got? You know what I mean? First person speak.
We got a clothes drive December 19th at the store, clothes drive, and we doing a raffle for our parkers. So make sure
Where's
y'all
the store
check
at?
it out. 7 Mile Schaefer, 13607 West 7 Mile.
I'm leaving, going straight to that motherfucker.
Fashion show February 14th at Tangerine.
But you said close drive, like you collecting.
Like we giving away clothes, whoever needs
That's what's
clothes,
up. That's
coats,
what's up.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm down with all that.
So if
Any
anybody got anything want to donate,
nonprofit.
anything, tap in.
Yeah,
we
I'm
can
down
link
with all
up,
that.
do something together.
For sure. I'm with all of that. Yeah.
Cool. What else everybody got? You know what I'm saying? What y'all selling?
Like I said, I got the Zodiac sign, face mask.
Let's see him. Didn't you bring some?
Yes, I did.
Put the Amazon box out, girl. Get that motherfucking bag in. You know what I'm saying? Good job. You got 2 Scorpios right here. You might want to get in. Good job, Scorpios.
I'm
a Sagittarius.
Yeah, sorry. You got Sagittarius. What's your sign over there, pretty hair? Ooh, you and her together. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Jesus
I
Christ.
stay in y'all
About to
mind.
run out of here.
I stay in y'all mind.
Yeah, definitely. All the time.
I swear, for sure.
Scorpios, I don't know y'all at all. Like, y'all
are
hard signs.
Scorpios
You already know that, whatever, but shit.
And when
They
I
are
make
so
the paper,
They very trust.
They love it.
Y'all,
No,
but if you
they said they would never know.
They get revenge.
you would never.
They getting revenge.
That's because they serious.
Listen.
Y'all,
That's
my
because
little
we take
brother
our
is
kindness for
Scorpio.
weakness.
Depending on which Scorpio. Now,
Okay.
we're November Scorpio, so
Okay,
he's the first of us. Like, I'm going to just say, so you got the head, you got the body, and you got the stinger. We're more of the body going into the stinger, so I'm the 14th, he's the first. So you know he the head. He see everything. He own it. Just by how he run his business, you know he's the fucking head. You feel me? But we're sensitive to what we believe in, to what we know, and at the same time, we're going to give you our soul.
Yeah.
And when we give it to you, don't expect nothing else. So when you say this is not enough, of course we're gonna feel unappreciated. Yeah. Now you get into emotion.
Now you want my money too.
Exactly.
Right.
You want my money too.
All right, now we'll get a Scorpio edition in a minute.
Like I said, we give our
Scorpio
passion.
next week.
We give our passion to what the fuck we do. You feel what I'm saying? So as he done seen me nut up. You feel what I'm saying? I done seen him nut up.
And they've all seen that I didn't clown shit too.
Yeah.
I didn't fuck shit up. So yeah, exactly. That's why we meeting other minds. But guess what?
Y'all the good version of the Aries. Because the
You told
Aries is this, and the Virgos is this.
Oh, no. They're the
Still
same.
arrogant. Still arrogant.
Arrogant and crazy.
Yeah.
Good job. That's my new
I
take.
fuck with
They
Aquarius
stay in their
'cause
minds and they overthink things.
Yeah.
y'all the Aqua Queens. Y'all Ashura. That's the goddess or the god of water. So that's how y'all. That's why y'all float away. Y'all float.
Yeah, Moja.
Well, I got to plug in, you know
But
what
when
I'm saying?
that Hurricane Katrina
Definitely.
comes, y'all on some
Oh,
shit.
that's them. But you know what I'm saying? I got a video with Mr. Nobody with King Revo. You know what I'm saying? He was out here. I know his time is over. Y'all can cut me off, but if you got it, just say it. Fuck it. Yeah, Big Tony Fresh. You know, I'm running shit around this motherfucker, and I'm going to talk my shit. So guess what? Vault Talk out right now. Where the Coolness out right now. That hot single, Game Ain't Cheap, because it ain't cheap. Everybody gave some game around this motherfucker. After the day, you going to pay
And
for
I
it.
usually charge.
Good job.
Okay, free
Right.
game.
As you should be. So that's what I'm gonna say behind that. And he got nice titties and booties and motherfucker too in the video. Go and check it out. But you know what the fuck going on. I'm talking about shit. I go to another world. My bad. I'm sorry about that shit. But that's what's up. But I'm so proud. It's honored. I'm honored to have Coach Currency be in this motherfucker.
Appreciate you having me.
Believe it. Scabero, you know you, man. Come on, man. God damn. I know you for years. You know, you ain't never changed. You know what I'm saying? Pretty hair over here. You know what I'm saying? Aquarius is. You know what I'm saying? Boss said with the mask and shit tapping in. Get the mask too, believe it. You know what I'm saying? Toy Marie. Sagittarius and this motherfucker running every goddamn thing. Pastor Gold Chain. You know what I'm saying? You my baby for real. Oh, yeah. Casino, it don't stop. Believe it, man. Fresh convo. Hope y'all got some game up out of this shit and build yourself, get your equity, get everything going on, and make sure it's something for your kids. Believe that shit. Big Tony Fresh, I'm out this motherfucker.
Make a move, make it better. Yeah. Forget the rest.
How y'all feeling that?
You're rocking with the best radio station on the planet. SDM Live Unplugged.